It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Five weeks come and gone already, and we're off here in Week 6 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. Right off the rip, he's throwing deep. Well, they took their shot immediately. Would have been cool if they connected, but no luck. 2nd down. Seeing some early game planning at work here, Brock. They were quick to attack that throw and break it up.
Yeah, this defense knows the importance this offense places on throwing the ball to their tight ends, and they were ready for it and all over it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And the Packers at a 5th DB out there for this 3rd down play. One's out and cut on the right side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Putting a receiver in motion. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. He's got room to roam here. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Giants will have a 1st down. He'll throw it. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Gano ends the point after. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Love gonna air this out to start. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First down throw, here's Love. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had 2 choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
2nd and 10, Love trying again. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. The Giants using their first timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Shotgun now for Love. He beams one deep right. He's got it inside the 25. Offense in the hurry up here. On 1st and 10, here's Love. And he can't hang on to it in the end zone. Not an interception, only an incompletion. So they get it back. 2nd down coming up.
Dude, there's a little bit of the risk of a 50-50 ball in the end zone. Some of these defenders today, man, they can elevate with the best of them. That's one they got away with. It should have been a pick and a touchback.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Jacob does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, it did the job on 1st down. More to come.
Another chance to get that lone yard. Here's 2nd and goal. QB sneak coming. And he's in for the touchdown. The Packers finish off their opening drive. McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. On now is McManus to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's Tracy once more. Hits a seam at the 40. And all the way up to the 42-yard line before he stopped. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 47-yard line.
Shotgun snap, a gift to Tracy. And he's brought down after a short gain. Working quickly here. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Looking right, and he finds him. And a solid gain there. Gets him across the 45 before he goes out. That that one, gains 7. And the Giants will have a first down. From the gun, it's Tracy. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. It's a solid pickup of 9 yards, and that brings us to the end of our first quarter. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll have second down as they look to continue this good drive. They go right back to Tracy. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
A handoff to Tracy. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call is going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. It's about 43 yards for it. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Love out of the shotgun. Hits his running back. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
From the 36. Cut by Jacobs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. Thrown on first down, Love. This is reeled in by Reed. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Love to throw again. This is caught inside the 15. And it goes the distance. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers take a second quarter lead. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers take a 4-point lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 38. Chased out to his right. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants with some work to do, trailing in this game. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. A give to Tracy up the middle. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
To the air now on 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Great work by the coverage downfield. Buys him enough time to catch him outside the pocket. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 15 at the 36-yard line.
Takes off right out of the read option. He loses the football. Packers pick it up. Finds a seam. Left side. He's off to the races. And Green Bay takes this one back for the touchdown. The Packers grow their lead just before halftime. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers drive their lead to 11. Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return scored, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Oh, the football's loose. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Completed over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down from the red zone. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it'll be 2nd down. Love from the gun. Touchdown, Green Bay. McManus on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Packers push their lead to 18. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the final play of our first half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he stopped on a nice gain on what is the final play of this first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Gano ready to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Love now. Looking for a target. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10 now. That's completed right side. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he'll take this one in for the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. McManus there to tack on the point after. And the Packers continue piling on to this lead. On now is McManus to kick this away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Oh, look at this. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Brought in right side. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. It's Tracy on the carry. And he gets it past the 50 and down to the Packers side of the field. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4. Neighbors with a catch. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
Man, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. Working quickly here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Throwing now off play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Offense up to the line fast. Third and long for him here. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants start the 2nd half with some needed points. Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants make it an 18-point game. Gano ready to send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Putting the tight end in motion. 1st down throw. Here's Love. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Love. Moore's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Running on 1st here with Jacobs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On 1st and 10, here's Love. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
A 2nd down throw here for Love. Has him on the quick hitter. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the red zone now. This throw is caught. It's a Green Bay touchdown. McManus on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Packers grow their lead yet again. On now is McManus to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete. Nearly intercepted, actually. So 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The rookie from Clemson in on that stop.
I think this is the part where they run away, Kate. As in run away from that monster. He's just too strong a presence to try to block them inside, and that time, it cost him some yards.
He's got him. That's Tracy. And what a hit there. Alex, she pays the price for moving the chains that time. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A give right side to Tracy. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. Offense in the hurry up here. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Working quickly here. From the gun on 3rd down. Still. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense is energized following that. So the Giants now going to call on their field goal unit. There's a 44-yard look from the right hash. The kick by Gonzalez is good. And it shrinks to a 3-score game again. The lead 22.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Love out of the shotgun. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Giants take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
Running this with Tracy. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Offense up to the line fast.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run. Here's Tracy. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Going to the ground again on first. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
He was brought down by Isaiah.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
This is Tracy. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
The 12-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 10.
It's an option to the right on 3rd down. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
It's 4th down.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Play fake. It's Love. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Offense in the hurry up here. Tight end going in motion here. Trying again, following the sack. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
3rd and long. Here's Love. That's more on the quick slant. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Love throwing on 4th. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Throwing on 2nd and 10. And he will score. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants get it back to within 2 possessions. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
Gano's point after is good. And the Giants cut the lead down to 15. Gano ready to send this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Love from the gun. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. And the Giants have some new life in the fourth.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
Airing it out to start this drive. He puts some power on a deep one left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of...
Oh, no, he lost control of another one. Oh, but the fumble goes out of bounds. Ooh, close call there. Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. He's going to throw this one. And he's going to take this across. Touchdown, New York. The Giants can make it a one-score game as they trim the lead. Devin Singletary with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants get it back to within one score. All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. That's Reed on the slant. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And with another one gone, they're going to have just one remaining this game. Thrown on first down, Love. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down. Love now to throw. Able to get it to Moore. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Shotgun give now to Jacobs. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Packers up by 8. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Love. On the move, headed right. He's running with it.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. 5 yards there on 3rd down, so that's going to make this 4th and short much more interesting.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Looks like they will indeed try it 4th and 2. Looking to throw. He connects downfield on 4. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. Extra point try is good by McManus. And the Packers lead by 15 now.
Giants 34.
On now is McManus to kick this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Looking to the air here. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Second and 10 now. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Packers, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
You know, Kate, so often they say that defense is just reactionary. They're just reacting to what the offense is doing. But I'll tell you what, when you got a defensive call like that, the right personnel, nickel coverage, the right defensive plan, it plays such a huge role in helping take the ball away.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. That'll be complete to Jacobs. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Packers take their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. And the Giants going nickel, 3rd down coming. Shotgun now for Love. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 4th and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Fourth down, here's Love. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's picked out by the Giants. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, whether they recover that one or not, either way, they were turning the ball over there. But no doubt, probably stings a little bit extra fumbling it away instead of just being stopped short.
It sure does, because look at the defense. Look at what you just gave them momentum-wise. Not just the ball, but the spirit of those guys knowing, yeah, they not only stuffed you, but they can rip that ball away from you, too.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it's going to be second down. He'll look to throw. Taking a final shot at the end zone. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. That's DeMario Davis. And the Packers make one of their best plays at the end, coming up with the interception on our final snap of the game. So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And they're able to run this winning streak.